Hey, what's up guys? It's Mo again, and I'm back here with another fragrance review, and today's fragrance is from the house of Amouage. It's called Imitation Man. Before we get to that, today's scent of the day is by Floris. It's called Leather Oud. Very nice fragrance. I only have a sample, but I'm enjoying it. So back to the review. Imitation Man by Amouage. First of all, let's look at the bottle. This is the coolest bottle I have in my collection. Neon colors, magnetic cap, it's the Andy Warhol, design theme designs. Very nice, beautiful presentation. Wow, 10 out of 10 on the presentation. So this came out in 2018, just last year. It was so hard to find in New York City, but I ended up getting it and I hated it. My first few times wearing this, I absolutely hated this one, so I sold off half of it, hence why I have a little bit of juice left. But the more I kept wearing it, the more I started liking this, and it just got to the point where I really enjoy this fragrance. Do not blind buy this at all, please. Don't blind buy this. It's not for everybody. Get yourself a sample, because it took me a long time to get used to it. So don't pay that high $300 price point and you're going to absolutely hate it. Please don't do that. So there's a lot of notes in this. You get rose, violet, citron, nutmeg, black pepper, this castoreum, leather. But on my skin, or the initial spray, I get what I thought was plum or pear, some sort of juicy, ripe fruit, but I looked it up and it's citron, so I get that citron note at the beginning, but it's backed up by this weird, feeling of gasoline, kind of gasoline type, petroleum, oil type smell, very not good at all. So I don't like the opening. Opening gets a thumbs down, but you wait an hour, then that gasoline smell disappears, and that's when the magic happens, because that citron, which I think is plum or pear, is still in the opening. It's still there in the forefront. Gasoline goes away, and then the orris root comes in, and the orris root, you get a little violet in there. Nice mix. It smells really good. I don't get the rose at all, or maybe my nose is playing tricks on me, and maybe there is rose there, I just can't detect it. But get the violet, get the orris root, and the citron up front. Then a few hours later, it dries down to this leather, but it's like a leather with earthy tones to it, because it has the patchouli, has the vetiver, so it's a very dry, earthy type leather. There is castoreum, but I don't get any animalic vibes, which is good. This was not animalic at all, and it actually tends to be pretty crowd pleasing if you execute this properly. I would go 2 sprays, front of the neck and behind the neck, 12 hours of longevity, maybe even more, but really good on the longevity. It doesn't project well. I only got maybe about a foot's worth of projection for an hour, then it comes towards the skin, which I like. I want this to be a skin scent. I enjoy it. And again, 2 sprays, people around you will enjoy it after the hour mark, because when that gasoline, plasticky type smell in the beginning, I don't like it. But what else can I say? This is supposed to represent, well, Christopher Chong, he's the creative director of Amouage. This is supposed to represent him growing up as an immigrant in New York City in 1970s, and his experiences. So I guess this is 1970s, a lot of graffiti, neon lights, the disco, the club scene, the party scene. I guess this is what it's supposed to represent. I wasn't around in 1970s. I was born in 1995, so I had no idea. But honestly, when I first smelled this, I felt like as if I was in a room full of hippies that are doing psychedelic drugs. And I felt like there's a lot of bright colors. That's exactly the vibe I got from this. I feel like I'm in a room and there's that lady with the mask, with the veil, with the crystal ball telling me my future, looking into my future, reading my palm and stuff like that. There's sort of a majestic, magical vibe to this that I get, and it's very nice. So I can't really describe it. You have to give this a try for you to understand it. It took me a long time to understand this fragrance. I don't even know if I understand it at all, but again, it's supposed to represent 1970s, that the disco, the club life, the party scene, the drugs. So it does come off very playful, youthful, fun, risk-free, partying, club-going type of fragrance. So I can see that. It's not a serious fragrance at all. So if you're the gentleman, serious type of person, stay away from this one. This is more for youthful. It gives me a youthful, playful vibe, very carefree and risk-taking. Just a fun overall. This is fun in a bottle. Does take a while to get used to. Don't blind buy this, but I feel like you give it a few wears, few tries, you will really enjoy this. Great for the winter, work wonders for me in the fall, even in the spring. I would not wear this in the summer. I haven't used it in the summer. I might try it out in the summer and then see how it works, but cooler temperatures, very nice. 12 plus hours longevity, and it is somewhat of a crowd pleaser. People I didn't hear anything negative about it. I didn't hear too many positives, but you know, no negatives, so it works for me. Imitation Man by Amouage. Beautiful bottle, very interesting scent. Get your nose on this. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.